Yes. Okay. So welcome to our team call tonight. Please excuse the messy background. This is my life. I had a life cell just before, so I kind of ran into here to do this call. But I absolutely love getting on the call with you guys. I love talking to you and seeing how you're doing. And today I kind of wanted to just open it up to just questions and answers. Any questions at all. And anybody can answer the question as well, because we all have different experience. We all, I feel like we all know different things, and we have a lot to share with each other. I will tell you, I'll be the first person to tell you I don't know everything. I don't know it all, but I love to learn new things, and I love to learn from you guys. So that's what we're going to do today. But I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I love you, Alana. That I wanted to share with you before. So one of them was a great idea that Emily had to do. I mean, we've all kind of wanted to do this, and all maybe kind of have tried to do this, but Emily Johnson did an outfit sale live this last weekend, and I thought she did a really great job, and I wanted her to share some of her how she decided to organize it and everything, and then maybe tell us how it turned out and some things that she learned. So Emily, will you go ahead and share that with us right now?
Yes. So I thought I would just whip together outfits. So I went through my entire inventory, and I did this within a couple days, period. I didn't just do this in one day. It will overwhelm you if you try to do it all. I swear, if you do it all at once. So I would took like 3 or 4 days beforehand and just started putting things together. Then I'd go back and be like, no, I want this with this. So anyways, give yourself some time to put outfits together. You may even change your mind. And then Jenny reminded me, sent me a little note and said, do some 3-pieces, some threesomes, if you will. So I threw some Sarahs and kimonos and stuff on top. Anyways, and so you don't think about that. You're like, oh, these leggings look cute with this Carly, but you throw a cardigan on top, and you can make even that much more money, you know. And I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to buy that many things. I was surprised. People are still buying full-on outfits because they love everything together shown in at once. They do not want to go through and pick an outfit by themselves. It takes too much time, and it does take time for you to do it for them, but it's worth the money you make, you know, when you sell a whole outfit. And people loved the necklaces I threw in. I got belts. If you just look around for sales, and not even for sale, like on sale, at Walmart, their regular jewelry necklaces are $2.88. That's amazing. $2.88. It makes the outfit look so cute. People were loving them. And I also said free shipping if you bought the whole outfit. So people love that. The live sale went pretty good. I'm not like an amazing live sale person. Like, I didn't get that many people watching, but seriously, you know, I made pretty decent money off of that. So it's worth doing a live sale with outfits, I think, because people kept watching it throughout the whole weekend and messaging me and buying things. And people even made their own outfits. Like, they're like, can I take the shirt from that and put it with the leggings of that? And I was like, yes. So even just showing all these pieces together, people get ideas and make up outfits themselves. So it's totally worth doing it. And then today I posted them all in pictures as an album sale, and I'm getting a whole different demographic of people buying them there. So people that don't like watching live or were busy this weekend are buying things from the album sale today, and they're the same outfits from the live sale. So I did both within a couple days, and it's gone really well.
Awesome. Really good. Do you guys have any questions for Emily that pertain to the outfit sale? Something that I thought was really awesome about doing a live or an outfit sale period is that, like Emily said, people were getting ideas on how to put their outfits together. So you may not necessarily always sell the full outfit, but it also showcases the pieces as an outfit. sometimes someone might swipe across maybe just a plain cardigan, but when they see it paired with a printed shirt or a printed dress, then they're going to think twice about it and think, oh, actually, maybe I do need that cardigan because it would go with this other thing that I have. So, even though they might not purchase a whole outfit, they might see certain pieces more clearly, whereas when they're individual, they might not really see them. So I love that.
I did 30 outfits.
That's awesome. And how many pieces total do you think that was, Em?
Ooh, at least 2 pieces per outfit, most 3. I don't know. It was a lot.
Could be close to 80.
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, if you can pair them together and sell them as a package, people walk away with a full outfit, which is nice for them, but then you also sell 3 pieces in one. So it's nice. Okay, any other questions, you guys? I just wanted to share that idea just to kind of give you some ideas of how you can change things up in your online sales group. Okay. Next up, I wanted to share a couple books with you that I have been kind of working on reading. And going into this new year, I'll be honest, I have been feeling more anxiety. I've been feeling pressure. I've been feeling tired. I've been feeling a lot of those feelings and feeling like we all do at times where, like, gosh, can I really do this? Can I get to that goal that I want to get to? Can I really do it? Because there are times when it can get frustrating, or you maybe feel more down. And especially in this winter time when, it's dark outside, and it's just even more natural to feel that way, I think. So as I was, feeling that way, and I started thinking I need something that I can read, or that I can listen to kind of help uplift me, or to give me ideas on how to move forward from where I'm at, how to move forward from this feeling that I have, all these feelings. I'm still going through the motions of what I need to do, and I'm doing fine. But for some reason, the beginning of this year, I'm feeling that way. And so, and it's not fun to feel that way. So I was looking for ways to kind of get out of that funk, because we're all going to hit that funk at some time. And a couple of the books I've been reading are The Power of Ted. Okay, this one I actually, I've read part of it, and I didn't quite make it through the whole thing, but so I started over, and I started reading it over. So far I've started reading this one, but this other book also that I've kind of read this since I started. It's called You're a Badass.
I love it. And
I actually really love this book because of how this author, her name is Jen Sincero, how she kind of puts things into perspective, and she talks like we would talk. She says, it's called You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. And I first heard of this book when the Allison Show came and spoke at the first convention I went to. That was the first time I saw her, and I fell in love with her. And she had a bunch of quotes from this book, and I was like, I need to get that book. But she basically talked about how to be awesome. But there's a lot of awesome stuff in here. But one of the things, I wanted to just read a little section of it, just so you can get an idea of what it's like. And I would tell you could get it on Audible, because I tried to, but they don't have it on Audible anymore, because I love listening to books, because it's so hard for me to sit down and read. But Anyway, okay. So one of the parts of the books is talks about, anyway, it talks about, the section of the book is called "It's So Easy Once You Figure Out It Isn't Hard." It's so easy once you figure out it isn't hard. Sometimes I think we make things seem so much harder than they actually are, right? And then I love that in here she says, what you choose to focus on becomes your reality, which, you know, is tough to think about. It's tough to think, if I focus on something different, it's going to change my reality. But it's so true, because the more I think about, gosh, I don't think I can do it. I don't know if I can hit coach. I don't know if I can hit mentor. I don't know, you know, you have those thoughts go through, you know, I don't know if I can hit trainer. And as you focus on that, you're going to make it a reality, because all your thoughts are going to be negative, and you're not going to feel like you're going to be worthy enough to work towards that goal. So part of this, okay, I want to read this to you. Let's see. Okay, so she's telling the story about a little birdie that's stuck. And she said, I finally managed to escort him outside to freedom, and then spent a very bothered few minutes calming my own little birdie heart while I revisited the scene of the accident. I imagined his confusion and frustration. I can see the sky. It's right there. If I fly hard and fast enough, I know I can reach it. It made me think of the way so many of us live our lives. We can see what we want, and we nearly kill ourselves trying to get it in a way that's not working. Meanwhile, if we just stopped, got quiet for a minute or two, and looked at things a little differently, we'd notice the door to what we want being held open for us by the nice lady in the bathrobe across the room. Then all we'd have to do is fly through it. Oh, the drama we create for ourselves. We're so deeply wrapped up in our own stories. I don't have the money. I'm not good enough. I can't quit my job. I'm lazy. I have bad hair. Trudging through life with our heads down, clinging to our false beliefs like lifeboats full of doo-doo, that we prevent ourselves from seeing the literally infinite sea of possibilities and opportunities surrounding us at every single moment. Okay, so I love how she talks in this book, because it's hilarious. But isn't it so true? I feel like we do create a lot of drama for ourselves. LuLaRoe, this business, is really so simple, but we oftentimes, I feel like we make it more complicated than it needs to be. One thing that I've learned as I have been kind of going through these feelings at the beginning of the year is that instead of sitting and stewing and weighing my options and my decisions and what should I do here, what should I do here, I need to decide and make sure it's the perfect and the right decision before I move forward. Instead of doing that, I've realized that it's important for us to just move forward. Move forward, do something, do your best. And as you go, you will learn along the way what works and what is not working, and you'll get there. You'll find the way. So anyway, that's my little thought for today. I wanted to try to share something that might be a little more inspiring. You know, if you guys are feeling the same way that I am at the beginning of this year, a whole new year ahead of you, where I feel like so many people feel like this is a great time where it's a fresh start. And instead I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have a whole year. I got to do this, you know, I have so many things I got to do. But if you just move forward and do your best, keep it simple, don't try to overcomplicate things, and then and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride of it. You know, that dream will come. You know, we've all kind of set little goals, and that dream will come if we just consistently do little things each day and do our best. So that is my thought for the day. These are the books if you're interested. I really enjoyed reading both of them. The Power of Ted is an awesome book about how to avoid drama, how to avoid feeling like a victim or rescuing people or becoming or persecuting, and instead being a creator in your business and overcoming those trials when changes come. Which I would like to segue with into the fact that there are going to be some announcements tomorrow during the home office call of some changes that are happening. So be prepared for those. Those might affect you, they might not. I honestly don't know what they are, but my sponsors, Kim and Doug, alluded to the fact that there would be some kind of announcement. So make sure you're on the home office call to hear those things, to make sure that your business is totally compliant with what they've updated. And be open-minded. Be in a good place to accept whatever changes are coming, and then just move forward with it. Okay? Any other thoughts that you would like to share at this time before I open it up for more questions and anything?
I have something.
Yes.
So the thing I've learned, I think, is that if every day you work your business as much as you can and do it the smartest way you can think, work smarter, not harder, things will come to you that you weren't expecting. Like every once in a while, and this happens maybe once or twice a week, somebody will message me that's come to my house once, or I've talked to one on Facebook once, and they'll be like, hey, I've really been thinking about it, and I really like how you treat your customers. I love the way you send packages. I loved how you were so nice to me when I came to your house. I want to do a party with you. And so just the daily things I do actually pay off, when sometimes I think, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if anyone cares that I'm doing all this, when people really do. So I think it's important to constantly work your business day to day, even if you don't feel like it, because trust me, I definitely sometimes do not feel like it. I just want to lay in bed and watch the Today Show. But I get up and do what I need to do, and it does pay off. So when you think you can't do it anymore, you really can. So that's my little inspiration.
Awesome.
Good comes back.
Yes, it does. It does come back to you. It's just like Emily was saying earlier today too, that it's like exercising. You got to do a little every day, and you might not notice a difference right away. But then maybe a few weeks later, you're like, oh, actually, I do kind of see an improvement. Or, so something happens and you're like, yeah, wow, I totally feel way stronger. And you start noticing. So, sometimes it takes a little time, but if you're putting in that consistent effort, then it will happen. Yeah. Good thoughts. Okay. Any other thoughts that you guys want to share today? Maybe feelings or things that you're learning as your business continues to grow? No thoughts. Okay, cool. All right, ladies. So now, first of all, I don't see her on the call today. I think Cami was going to be on here, Carla, right? I don't see her, but I wanted to welcome our new team member.
I'm not sure if she's on there or not. She's the one that says grumpy face or something.
Yes, that's right. She was on it last week.
Yeah, she was. Let's see.
Right. I was like, who's grumpy?
I don't see her right now. That's funny.
Okay. That's okay. I wanted to welcome Cami to the team. Also, I don't know if we ever welcomed Chelsea Tipton. She appointed recently. So Chelsea, welcome. We're so excited for all these new people. It's so fun to get new fun teammates in here. And, I think we have such a great team. So I always feel so great when people are added to the team. I feel so comfortable bringing them into our group because we just have an awesome group of women in here. So, okay. So for those of you who are new, or even those of you who are not new, I want to open it up to any questions that you might have, or any anything you'd like to discuss. If you're having issues with things, or maybe you want to know what backdrop am I using, or what backdrop is everybody using, or what Emily from Pennsylvania, I don't know if she's on here, she wanted to know what tripod I use for my phone. Okay, so this is the tripod I use for my phone. The brand is Loha, and I use this for like pretty much every live that I do, because it's the legs are really awesome. They bend and shape, so whatever you want to put this on, you can shape it to fit, and it'll hold like onto things. You can wrap it around a bar. You can I use a full tripod. Okay, this is another small tripod that I use, but I use my tall tripod for live cells so that I can stand it up, and I wrap it on there, and then I stick my phone in there. So then I have a good, and I can like situate it however I want. I can tip it up and tip it down. I can turn it. So I really like this tripod. It's lasted for a while, but I love that it just kind of grips on everything, or I can just stand it up on something. Okay, so that's my little tip for Emily when she re-watches that.
Jenny?
Yes.
Is that one strong? I've had two, and they fall over. I don't know, maybe my phone's just super heavy. I don't know, but so does it seem pretty strong? You don't have a problem, huh? I wonder if mine's just shorter. And then sometimes it flips off of the stand and makes me crazy.
That's not so good while you're in a live cell.
I know, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, this one is good, I think, just because, well, it has the grip. So if it's on a tripod, it grips onto the tripod, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's just standing, then I do kind of have to spread out the bottom. Here, I'll tip this down so you can see my really messy desk too, just because I know you guys want to see it. Can you see this? Okay, so I mean, I have to make sure that it's situated right, but it'll hold my phone. So it's been really good. I think it's pretty strong. So.
It looks a little bit taller than mine, so.
Does it?
Mine must be too short because I can't turn the bottom down enough to not watch the ceiling sometimes.
Okay.
So I might have to just get a taller one.
Yeah. So it has more leverage maybe to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. What other questions do you guys have? This is your time. I don't like talking your ear off the whole time, so I want you guys to talk.
Hey, Jenny, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions for us newbies? What you would have done different when you just started your business?
Okay, that's a great question. Let me think about that. Honestly, the thing that I think I wish I would have done early on, is share the opportunity more, to be honest. In the beginning, I felt like I really hit it hard. I booked a lot of parties. I paid off my investment really fast. I was super motivated sales-wise. So I don't feel any regrets doing that. I feel like that was the best way for me to start my business. But I wish that I had shared the opportunity more from the beginning. And I don't wish I was pushy or tried to push people into selling it. I just think I should have, offered the opportunity more often. And also another thing, so besides that, another thing that I think I wish I had known from the beginning was why I was selling LuLaRoe. I struggled with that for a long time, and I even still do now, because I obviously sell it for a reason, but from the beginning, I think it was more surface, just like I wanted to make extra money and, some extra money to help our family. But when you're thinking about your why should be something that you're super passionate about, that makes you uncomfortable, that maybe even makes you cry, brings you to tears a little bit. So that's something that I didn't know from the beginning. I think what motivated me most was that I wanted to prove myself. And I think that's a lot of my motivation still, is just proving to myself that I can do this, that I can, that I can reach certain goals, and that I can be successful. This is something that I think even in all the days of doing ballroom dance and competing and, in all those competitions that we did and that we did well in, I think this is something that I've worked the hardest at on my own I had no partner to help motivate me. I mean, I have my husband, he's there supporting me, but this is my thing and my decision to go forward and do the best that I can. So know your why is one of them. Know why you're selling this. Why? Because that's going to drive you through your whole business, and your why will change a little bit as you go. But know your why, and then also don't be afraid to build your team. And in saying that, know that I'm here. Know that we have Kim as a resource, and that even if you're new and you bring someone into our team, we will all take care of them. We're a team. We're all here for each other. So hopefully that was a long answer for your question, but
thanks, Jenny.
You're welcome. Any other questions, you guys?
Okay, I have a question, and maybe this has been gone over before.
That's okay.
Returns. So I know that damaged items that I get, I can send in a report, and that's fine. And, I can do like my own return policy for in-store credit or whatever. But I have a few customers who they've worn an item once and it got a hole or something. What's the return policy? Like, do I just eat that and give it to them, or do I put it in as a damage report, or like, how do I do that?
Good question. Very good question. So hopefully most of you know that if you have damaged items, you can fill out the damage report, and that is in the back office. And there's a little link right on that dashboard page that has a damaged items like return form you can click on. Okay, so if you have damaged items, then be sure to take a picture of the damage, whatever, if there was a hole, if there was a run, if it was cut, take a picture of it. You'll have to attach it and then fill out the form. Tally, I would definitely classify those as damaged items, because if they wore it one time and then they found a hole, or they wore their leggings and it pulled, it stretched and a hole came, that's because something in the fabric was already there probably. So I would definitely count that as a damaged item. So for those, definitely fill out the damage form. For returns, I have actually never returned any of my inventory. Oftentimes, like, we didn't used to have a damage form. So you guys are lucky. We didn't have a damage form. We could return our stuff for a restocking fee, or we could sell it at a discount, which is what I used to do. So for items, if it's minor and you could still make money on it, still sell it at a profit and not lose money on it by sending it back, I would totally recommend that. As for just returns, if you feel like you need to return some product that isn't selling, which I honestly don't recommend because you're going to lose money on it, they now will take it back. I think if it's in a package, if it's in the bag, for 15% restocking fee, or if it's not in the bag, if it's just out, they'll take off 25%, I think is what they said. So does that answer your question?
Yeah. So if, like, my sister-in-law has an Irma and she wore it once and it pulled and it has a hole, so I would put that in under damage?
Yeah, unless, if she created the hole, that she created the hole, then that's a different story. If it
Right.
just happened when she put it on, then it's for sure a damage. If
Okay.
she created the hole and then she wants to return it,
Right.
that's hard.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's a good question. Okay. Any other questions? This is your time. If anybody else has anything to input, please do.
I have one more question.
Yes,
Oops.
Kelsey.
My video got taken off. I tried to post it on Facebook, my live video, and they pulled it. And my music was not super loud, I didn't think. Any
Okay.
suggestions? I know we kind of talked about that last meeting.
Yeah, it's hard to know at exactly what volume they're gonna say they're gonna be able to hear what song it is and pull it off. I used music in my cell tonight. I don't know if it posted. I haven't gone back to look. I have had some videos that haven't posted because my music must have been too loud. So if you're really positive you want it to repost, then I would say keep your music at a very minimum if you have music. The safest way is to not have music, but it feels a little awkward sometimes. I think if there's no noise in the background. Or you could do maybe music that doesn't have, that isn't like mainstream music where it's going to be copyrighted and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't tried that before. That's just a suggestion, but if you really want to make sure that it reposts, then I would suggest maybe not using music or keeping your music super low so that it's just like background noise. That way it'll for sure repost. A lot of times when I do my sales, I just want to try to sell everything in the live sell. I don't usually leave my live sales that very long, and I'm kind of sporadic in there too because I'm pulling stuff for people at different times, not in the correct order that they want to see. So I'm personal shopping for them. So for someone else to go in and watch that, it's probably a little confusing. It's not like an organized, I held up, 10 pieces all in order and they can claim them later. So anyway, it just depends on what your purpose is. But yeah, that's what I would suggest is maybe don't have your music up hardly at all, or don't use music if you really for sure want it to post later. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome, babe. Okay, what else, you guys? You girls, let's see, most of you girls are my seasoned, which thank you for being on. I'm so proud of you. If you do have teammates or team members who are not on here, and even ones that are in the queue, please get them on here. It's super important to be on here because there's a lot of things we talk about that I feel like are important, and you definitely can benefit a lot when you never know what you're going to hear that's going to benefit your business. So
I have a quick question.
Yes.
This is silly, but someone just emailed me. So she won my row call, $10, whatever.
Yes.
And I sent her her invoice. She did not put that she wanted to use it, on her checkout form.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyways, I invoiced her for the full thing, and she just messaged me and said, "Why didn't you give me my $10 off?" It's like, was I supposed to just assume that? I thought you had to tell me which purchase you want to apply your $10 to, right? I don't just.
Yeah.
People are silly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I usually, something that I like to do too, with the Lula Cash, because I have a hard time keeping track of 20 people that have Lula Cash, is I'll offer it. I'll do the giveaway and offer the Lula Cash for the sale this weekend. So there will be an expiration date. So I'll know that if they have Lula Cash, it's going to be used this weekend. It also encourages people to use it and buy stuff. So, but that helps me because I have a hard time keeping track of lots of Lula Cash. So
yeah, I did that. I think one weekend I did that you had to use it in that cell.
Yeah.
And she never used it.
Some people don't. No, I've had a lot of people that just don't use it, which is silly to me, but
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah. So cool.
Okay, question. Do you rather do a free item or would you rather do Lula Cash for your roll call giveaways?
It depends. It depends, Tally. Let's see. Why did I do Lula Cash just recently? Okay, so here's the thing. This is what goes through my brain when I'm thinking Lula Cash or a free item. It just depends. Lula Cash, if I give away, say $20. $20 can buy me 2 pairs of leggings. But for them, it doesn't even buy them 1 legging. So I don't know. I mean, so $20 to me, I guess means that I'm only giving away $10. It's the same either way, I guess, because your items are worth more than what you're purchasing them at wholesale for. I don't know. I think maybe I just switch it up a little bit because some people, maybe they want to use it on whatever they want to buy. So they have more options if they have Lula Cash, whereas, maybe not everybody loves the Carly dress. Maybe not everybody loves a pair of leggings. I don't know. That's a good question. Any other thoughts, Leslie?
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
So I usually like to do a discount because it gets them, Lula Cash or a discount because it gets them to buy a whole item. But this time I did a giveaway, and I even made it, I said any top, so they can choose which top they want. And the response was way, way bigger than I ever get with just the discount. And so for me, I'm still at a point where I really am trying to get more traffic and more involvement. And so for me, I'm thinking, at least for the next little while, I'll probably stay more toward a free item because that just grabbed people way more, I think, than the discount did. So yeah.
Awesome. Good point. There you go. That's a really good reason. So I don't know why I do Lula Cash now. I'm kidding. Dang it, why did I do Lula Cash? Crap. No, that's a good point. Any other ideas on that, you guys? Have you guys tried anything and it didn't work or it did work? I think you're right though, Leslie. When it's like a physical thing, I know I would totally love a credit, but it's when you can actually see maybe a piece, even, taking a picture of it where they see what the item is. I'm totally obsessed with these new socks that I started buying. I'm obsessed with them now. And they do giveaways really often, but they show you the pair of socks and you're like, oh, those are so cute. I totally want to win them. So then you enter the giveaway. When you can see and visualize what item you might be getting, maybe there's something to that and it gets them excited and they want to enter. So anyway, just thought I'd share that obsession. They're pretty cute.
How often do you guys do giveaways?
Anybody?
Every week.
Emily does it every week.
So just randomly during the week, or is it for your online sale or?
My online sale, usually.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it as a roll call. So I think it's the same as what Jenny does. About an hour before the sale starts, I'll say, roll call and giveaway. And so that kind of grabs everyone's attention and gets them aware that there's a sale starting. And so, or that's my goal anyway. That's why I do it then. Gets their attention and gets them on.
Awesome.
Exactly. When I was growing my group, started in February, I actually did 2 giveaways, I think, a week. I did my roll call giveaway, which was to grab attention, like Leslie said, get people coming to my page to see that the sale's coming. And then I would do one midweek Wednesday. I do a Wednesday giveaway. And that was when I was trying to grow my group. So I would, I would ask for people to add 2 of their friends or 5 of their friends to be entered in the giveaway, or for every friend that they added, they would get an entry into the giveaway. So that was something I did right in the beginning to get involvement as well as new people in my group.
And so you would have them add every single week. You'd ask them for a giveaway.
Not every single week. Not every giveaway was to add people. So I'd switch it up, because if I asked that every time, people would run out of people, or they'd get sick of having to add people. So I didn't do that every week, but maybe every other week. And then, you know, if you're doing an album sale on the weekend, if you have hostesses, hopefully they're adding their friends and family to your group as well. So that's, you know, replacement for maybe the giveaway. So hope.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Other questions? And it's okay if you're thinking. We won't end right away. Maybe 5 more minutes and we can wrap things up. Don't be afraid to ask questions though. If you have any questions, you know, Chelsea, if you're, you know, as you're starting your online stuff, I know there's a lot of things to think about. So
I have one, and pardon my mess again tonight. I'm a mess tonight, but maybe this is something I should just talk to you about personally, Jenny, but lately with a lot of the home office calls, they keep saying, make sure your inventory is right. Make sure your inventory is right online. And I am worried that mine is kind of a mess, because when I first started, I didn't realize the receive purchase inventory thing, right? And so I was every time I got a new shipment, I was putting mine in by hand, and I was adding, I don't even know if I can explain it, but it's a mess. Like, I feel like I have several different categories. So like a size small Irma, but then I have multiple spots of size small Irma. And so then I just feel like it's a disaster, and I'm nervous if it's that important that your inventory is accurate, I'm in trouble, because I know mine's not. Do you know anything about that, or any?
So I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, where you have multiple of the same things.
Right.
So if you go back into your into the inventory section, click on all inventory, type in whatever items you have multiple of, and then choose one of them, correct your inventory number, but then the rest of them you want to have them be at 0. Okay.
And I did go through and do that. And so
did it take them away?
No. So then there's still, and the biggest problem I ran into is then when I would go to make a sale, sometimes it would pull up the wrong one. So it would say I had no inventory in that size, but I did. It was just like it was trying to grab from the wrong spot. And so I don't know how to fix it. And I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that.
Don't be too nervous, honestly. And I'm going to go back into the back office and see if I can figure out that for you. The only things I can think of are make sure that they're the OTH, but they do kind of have multiple options for things. So it is a little tricky to know which one is showing up in your checkout.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'll see if I can play around with that.
Yeah, how to use the receive purchase inventory. So I didn't realize that was a thing for a long time. It's just one of the options under inventory, right, Jenny?
Yeah.
You go to inventory, under that list, it will say just receive purchase inventory. And so you can go through by each order, and you just click the button, and then it adds that inventory in. So I was putting it all in by hand, and it made a mess. So
right. Let me see if I can go into my.
Yeah, I should pull mine up. That might
my back office so you can see.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Okay. So hopefully you can see my screen now. Let's see. Let's go into Bless. I'm in the wrong one. Bless. Okay. Inventory. So in here, there's an option right here, receive purchased inventory. Okay. So I have never used this. So.
Oh, you don't use it?
Halloween lady.
So bad.
I've never used it. I don't ever correct my inventory unless it goes to 0. So that's how bad I am at keeping track of my inventory because
Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
no,
Me too. That's what I do. Uh-oh.
so you guys, the only thing I think that the reason why they want us to have our inventory correct, and I will guarantee you, if you don't have it correct right now, it's no big deal. I mean, don't quote me on that because if we're all screwed when it changes over, then you're
We'll be
gonna
sorting together.
you're gonna blame me. But so did you see where that is, Angela? When you get a new order, you should be able to go into here and then you click, as long as everything's correct and you received everything, you click set as received. So I just received my Halloween leggings. So there popped up another of my orders. So I'm way far back. Way far back.
I just received my first initial.
All right. Good job, Em. So, but this is where I think, Leslie, if you go into all inventory, because I know what you're talking about. I still have 4th of July stuff. So let's go to 4th of July. Okay, look, I have a lot of zeros here. So those were all taken out. But if I go, okay, 4th of July Kids Azure, which I don't have any more of, I click it down to 0, update warehouse. Let me go see if it's still in there. 4th of July Kids Azure 2-pack 8. So I'm going into my sales section and I don't have the size 8 anymore. So that for me took it away. I don't know if that will help you though.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know.
So mine, if I just put in a random one that I know I've sold several of. So I put in a medium Randy, and it pulls up 3. I should show you my screen, but I'm on my phone, not my computer.
Okay.
But maybe I could do it. I don't know. But I have 3. So I have a Randy medium 14, a Randy medium 5, and a Randy medium 0. And so, I think the 14 is correct because I tried to go through and fix everything, but I just it's a mess.
Does it say OTH though?
Yeah.
OTH.
So there, can you see that? I don't know if you can see it.
My screen. Let me see. Move it over to the left a little.
That way?
Yeah, I can see it. They're all the same. Oh, that's interesting.
Right. And so I have a lot of my items are that way, and I don't know. So I'm kind of hoping if there's a change to the system, hopefully I can get it all sorted out. But, and like you said, that doesn't bother me that much as long as I can go into Bless when I'm making a sale and it has my inventory there. But anyway, so I'm kind of hoping that there's an improvement to this system so that I can get it accurate because it's not right now.
Yeah, I think that's honestly, that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be updating the system. So there's going to be changes, which is why he was saying, try to have your inventory correct. I don't know what the changes will be. So, I mean,
yeah,
if our inventory is not correct, they're going to have a way for us to correct it.
Right.
You can't just have it be incorrect for the rest of the time. So.
Yeah.
We'll cross our fingers that it's going to be
Yay.
okay. I don't know when they're going to introduce it, but
okay.
See if you can play around with it. That worked for me with my 4th of July stuff. I still haven't gone through and finished all of that, so don't feel bad. And now I have Halloween leggings I have to delete, so. Okay, Angela, did that answer your question? Okay. All right, cool. All right, any other questions? These are great questions. These are questions that we just don't cover normally, and and so it's good to be able to cover them. Okay. If you guys can't think of any others, then that's totally cool. This is your time. So, yeah. Did I miss a question? Oh, I thought I heard someone. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and close our training tonight, our team call. Thanks for being on here, you guys. those of you that I've talked to on the phone, which I think I've talked to all of you who are on here. Oh yeah, Misty, we need to share our good news. I'm so sorry because we didn't do that last time, and I know some of you had some good news. Please, let's do that. Good news minute. Misty, do you have good news?
I do.
Share it.
So tomorrow's my anniversary, 8 years.
Woo!
I know, I'm so excited. And then on my party on Saturday, I sold 22 items in person.
Sweet.
I know, right?
Nice. Woo!
That's the
Long
best.
time coming, but they've been slowly progressing. And last week, it was shocking, but I did it.
Yay.
That's good. What do you think made a difference, Misty? What do you think?
A lot of it was my hostess. To have my hostess more excited about the clothing and interacting with all her guests, I think that helped a lot. And I gave away free necklaces for every 3 items they purchased. And I totally bribed my customers on Saturday.
I do it.
It works. It works.
I did, and I was shocked, but I'm gonna keep doing the necklace. It's helped a lot with progressing my sales because they're like, oh, free necklace, sure, I'll take one. So
Awesome. You get the paparazzi necklaces, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah. Those are so cute. I totally agree. I totally bribe my customers, and I don't really call it bribing, but I offer incentives. So when I've done my last few live sales, for every 2 Sarahs that someone purchases, I give a free pair of leggings. So people, most of the time, they will make sure that they have picked 2 Sarahs so that they can get their free leggings. Or tonight I did a Sarah in a dress, also gets free leggings. So people they're still messaging me now trying to pick out a Carly to go with their Sarah because they want to get the 2 so that they can get their free leggings. So it's blows my mind what a small incentive really does. The leggings cost me $10. The paparazzi necklaces cost you $5. Well worth selling 2 Sarahs, which that's $140 their price, and you're making $80. So if I take off $10, I only made $70. That's still really awesome, right? We have that leeway, which I love with LuLaRoe. We have the leeway, so we can afford to give away stuff. Like Emily in her packages, because I happened to buy 2 outfits from her sale. They were so good. This is I got this necklace.
Walmart.
So cute.
Walmart.
Cute.
Yeah, did you get all your necklaces at Walmart?
Yes.
They're so cute.
I
I'm
know,
obsessed.
right? You never realize this came from Walmart. She gave me some Bath and Body Works, little hand sanitizer thing with the wrap that hooks on your purse, or just little things like that. But people feel like it's so much more than what you even spend on it. It doesn't have to cost a lot, but if you do invest a little bit, let's talk about Valentine's, because Valentine's is coming up, and we're all getting Valentine's leggings, I think. But one of the years, this was the first year Leslie bought a pair of leggings, or Zach bought a pair of leggings and gave it to Leslie. I created these wrapped, pre-packaged Valentine's gifts. So I had the Valentine bag with the tissue paper and some chocolates, and then the husband could pick a pair of leggings. We didn't have Valentine's leggings that year either. It was just a regular pair of leggings. And so Zach picked out a pair of leggings for Leslie, and we put it in. I wrapped it all up, and so it was pre-wrapped for him, and he didn't have to really do any work. He had it already done, and I sold them as packages like that for a few extra dollars for the packaging. People love that, but yeah. So for Valentine's Day, I think I got my mind kind of went off subject. But anyway, so Valentine's Day, I want to think of. Maybe you guys can think of incentives that you can do for Valentine's Day. Target has that dollar section. They always have the cutest stuff in the dollar section, or their $3, you know, $3 section. I found these really cute little zipper bags, like a makeup bag style, but they were like a sparkly pink or sparkly silver, gold. And I'm gonna put a few little trinkets in there, and it's something cute like a nail polish for Valentine's Day, red nail polish, or something like that they can, you know, just that they can get if they purchase 3 items, or, you know, 3 non-legging items. I don't know. So that's, incentives really work. They really do. So that's great to hear, Misty. Good news. Angela, didn't you have some good news that you wanted to share?
Oh, I booked a bunch of vendor events last week. So I was kind of excited about that. So I got 2 big ones in Salt Lake that are really coveted, and then I got 2 other ones, maybe 3 other ones. But I've been like really, really pushing that and really researching it and contacting people. It's a whole lot of work, but I'm hoping it pays off. And it's a lot of money up front too, which is crazy, but I'm hoping it pays off.
Yeah. I think those vendor events are awesome for contacts, reaching people that you wouldn't normally reach. So great job. 5, 6 vendor events. That's awesome.
Yeah. I just have to they all require different setups. And so I've got to figure out what I've got to purchase.
Okay.
Like some of them give you a table, some don't. Some want like you to bring like the room divider because they don't have any dividers for people. So it's kind of weird, but.
Well, you'll have all that stuff, I guess. After all these vendor events, you can be the expert on vendor events for us, okay?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Hey, Angela, do you need a changing tent? I have one.
Oh, I do have that.
Okay.
I think I stole that idea from you already.
Awesome. That's right, Misty. You've done a vendor event, a couple.
Yeah, I did the Lillapalooza at the Southtown Expo Center. And then I did a Christmas one, and then again I have 2 of them this coming year. One again, the Lillapalooza, and then a summer one we're doing. So
I'm just having trouble trying to figure out how to like set everything up so I can get the most bang for my buck, and people can still get in that little 10 by 10 area.
So what I did for mine, because I had a 10 by 10, and actually it was an 8 by 10 when we got there, is I had the racks all around the back. But then I couldn't use a table because I had the changing station with me. We bought a TV tray where I could put my computer on it and the cash box where I could check out right there. And that was a lot easier. And people were able to come in and just go around the outsides of the 8 by 10 and be able to shop.
Cool. Nice. Good job. That's exciting, Angela. You'll have to report back when you've done one. Any other good news that you guys want to share? You guys are the best. I don't want to take too much more of your time, so we'll go ahead and close this call for tonight, but thanks for being on here. Thanks for sharing your ideas. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Tally. We'll continue to plan for this time. Again, you guys, I honestly have been debating back and forth